In the second part of the demonstration, I will use Erwin Data Intelligence Suite to run through the same DataOps lifecycle which you have just seen using Data Modeler. Although Data Intelligence Suite can do almost all the forward reverse engineering like Data Modeler, the usage style and benefits are quite different. I will explain such difference and use case after the demonstration. Erwin DI Suite is able to import the OMG public and casualty data model either from Erwin Data Modeler file through Mark Server or reverse engineer the data schema of database generated from DDL file downloaded from the OMG site. If Erwin Mark Server is installed, you can use it to migrate the OMG property and casualty data model into DI Suite as metadata. From Mark Administrator, select DM Connect for DI and then click Add Job. Then select models or submodels in Mark Server catalog to be migrated. After that, specify the system name of environment name in DI and also the job name and schedule. Lastly, click Submit and then a job is scheduled to migrate the model from DM into DI. After the job is successfully complete, the data catalog item in DI will be created based on the DM models. As mentioned in Demo 1, you can reverse engineer from database environment to create data catalogs in DI and at the same time vertically slide the database into domain submodels. If you have slid the data schema into separate data catalogs, you can use Data Intelligence Suite's access control feature to realize fine-grained check-in and check-out, which are critical to support different Scrum teams working on related datasets to coordinate agile development cycles in an iterative and agile manner. With the linking between the domain data catalog and database environment is set up, you can use scan metadata to import the data schema from database environment into DI metadata manager. Here, you can easily use the search function in scan metadata to select only those your target domain tables by specifying the keywords in the table names. This is how you can slide a data schema or model into subdomain model. Data catalog in DI Suite to support microservice architecture or agile Scrum team development work. When you have selected all the subdomain related tables, just click Save and all selected tables together with their table structures and attributes will be imported. At the same time, the existing data catalog will be backed up as an archived version. Now you can click Assign User to specify the access control for this catalog item to achieve fine-grained check-in, check-out. After import and slicing the domain submodel, you can modify it and forward engineer it back to database environment. At DI Metadata Manager, select the catalog and right-click Generate DDL. Then select database type and click Generate. The DDL script will be generated and you can save it as DDL file for execution. At any time, you can scan the latest version of database environment and compare it with the data catalogs or the domain model to find out the difference and decide how to synchronize or evolve them to achieve continuous integrations and evolvable agile architecture. Since we have already done reverse engineer in Demo 1, I only show compare environment here. After the database is imported as a new version of the environment, and you can use compare environment to compare the current imported database version with archive. Right-click to select the first environment and then Control right-click to select the second. Then click Compare Environment. The compared results are then displayed. It can be exported to Excel, and you can base on it to retrofit the source model or forward engineer into database environment. Reference data are critical to support all kinds of applications. For Agile project, you require reference data to be available as API at the very beginning to enable development cycles to start. Also, as you can see from the diagram, the same reference data may be shared by multiple applications. As mentioned earlier in the first part of the briefing, you don't need to recreate the wheel. There's already plenty of reference data standards available at your disposal, such as ISO country code, ISO currency code, and various regional and industry reference data standards. Compared with Data Modeler, which you have just seen, Erwin Data Intelligence Suite provides a much more robust data management platform to support enterprise IT and users. With Erwin DI reference data and code set management, you can easily import these readily available business terms and reference data into DI, customize and merge them with existing legacy reference data, and then deploy them into development and production environment to support Agile project and Scrum teams. I will demonstrate how to import the Hong Kong district code from the Hong Kong OGCIO site. Here we are at the OGCIO District Council code page, and you can copy and paste the district code into an Excel file. You can also supplement other district-related data into the same Excel file. Then go to Reference Data Management and click the reference table to be imported. Click Edit and Import Excel file. Select the Excel file with the Hong Kong district code we just prepared and click Upload. Then the data of the Excel file are copied into the working area for you to specify and map the columns to be imported into the Data Intelligence reference data table. Finally, click Import, and the data are imported as a new version of the district code table. You can see a column successfully imported message at the top left corner to confirm the execution is OK. To scan legacy reference data into Data Intelligence Suite, you can select the reference table you want to update, then Edit and then Scan DB button to specify the login parameter of the legacy database environment and the SQL statement to retrieve the reference data. You can check the linking by clicking the test button at the top right corner. If the test is OK, you can further preview the reference data retrieved by clicking the Preview button, also at the top right corner. At the Preview area, you can specify and map the columns to be imported with the DI reference table structure, and then click Import. Now you can see that the data from the legacy reference table are copied into the DI reference table. When district code from both government site and legacy system are imported, you can edit and customize them and export it to Excel file for implementation as new reference data microservice or API to support Agile projects. You have seen how both Erwin DI and DM can support Agile project iterative cycles. Compared with DM, which is normally used by architects and IT departments. DI suites are a platform for all IT and non-IT users to share and collaborate with all data-related configurations and knowledge, including metadata, business glossaries, reference data, and their lineage. Such data literacy is critical to facilitate Agile Scrum team to work autonomously in an Agile manner in order to support a digital enterprise. With DM and DI using together, Scrum teams and business users can collaborate on DI and DM integrated platforms to carry out development work autonomously and agilely, and still able to maintain a robust and flexible architecture. At the same time, data architect can connect and integrate current data catalog and database environments with enterprise data models to monitor, control, and synchronize them to realize an evolvable agile architecture. If you have defined the business term asset and associated it with all other business terms, metadata, and policies, a very powerful tool of data intelligence suite is the mind map. Here we are at the business user portal. You can inquire any business glossary or terms by searching its name, for example, asset. Just type asset and then click search, then the asset business terms as defined in DI will appear. You can then drill down to inquire the details of asset and related business terms, metadata, and policies. To view the mind map, just click the mind map button. Here you can see that asset data is stored in BIM demo system, maximal domain, a table called asset, and is associated with the asset number and description attributes. At the same time, you can also see that it's associated with another data called BIM Kobe in the same system. If your team wants to change the format of asset num attribute, you can then click to easily inquire all the related source and target data of asset num through lineage and impact analysis button on the top menu bar. Since there are other modules or microservices using this data as source or target, you may need to raise a change request through metadata management and submit it for data owner or data architect's approval. In such a way, you can build an evolvable data architecture with efficient collaboration among different Scrum teams through data intelligence suites.